It's been told by many that our people are mirrors of our past. But mirrors do not necessarily reflect with perfection. They may be warped like the rough waters of a stormy sea, or tarnished like a fire-torn grassland, splintered like the web of the spider, or discolored by the inferior materials of creation itself. Which of these defines what we once were is impossible to say. Are we now the mirror, or the mirrored? And is there a difference? It is beyond the scope of what we know. That history, with many others, is lost to us. The ruins of our existence have been picked clean again. And what remains is a single history, likely as twisted a truth as us claiming to be our former selves. The Shadar Kai have only one version of the story left, and we need only one. The fable of the Naga.
Hey there, creatures, and welcome to Encounter This, a podcast exploration of the creatures from Dungeons & Dragons and the lore that surrounds them.
Hello there, listeners. Welcome to another episode of Encounter This. You might have noticed that this episode has got a nice title of Nagust Part 1. Oh yes. Encounter This brings you another sweet. That's two sweets with a SW with you. Nagust Part 1. Going over some D&D lore. In case it's not obvious, this is a pun on Naga, the sort of half-human, half-serpenty creatures. And starting off is going to be James, the Acquirer Kid, bringing me, Freeman Calliope Easton, through the Naga from various books. You wrote various under the books part?
Told you not to put a question mark on the teleprompter.
So I assume they appear across everywhere.
Yeah, so the Naga are simultaneously a very simple and a very complex race of creatures. They were originally created in Mahara Shalkian by the Saruk, aka the Sauron. They are a lizard folk that we've touched on before, I believe in the Kodal episode.
Oh, yeah?
They are, so the Saruk are the progenitors of the Scaled Ones. So they are one of the ancient creator races native to Abertoril. And they were one of the original races as far as we are made to understand. And Marishalk is located on the supercontinent of Meroraboros.
Okay, that's a hell of a spelling I see there.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Thanks. Yeah, I practiced it a bunch.
It's like Ouroboros, but with a mer on the front.
Yeah. This is a pre-Sundering continent, specifically pre-Tearfall, where Aber and Toril was separated for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Marishalk was the second great Saruk empire, and is located in what we now know as Chult.
Gotcha.
So, little primer on them.
And Chult is like where all the dinosaurs are at, too, and stuff, right? Is that right?
Yeah, Tomb of Annihilation takes place on Chult. So bringing it back to Nagas, they were magically created by the Saruk from the inbreeding of serpents for their natural intelligence and humans for their natural inquisitiveness. Mm-hmm. They were designed as a servitor race, which is defined as a person who attends a social superior. So I would imagine they were designed as attendants for the Saruk. Mostly they were used as guards, explorers, and researchers of volatile magic. You know, the safe jobs.
Yeah, of course. And unionized.
Yeah.
With all the proper
doubt.
equipment.
You imagine like a guardian Naga wearing like little safety goggles.
Yeah.
And the first Naga that came around were the water Nagas. They from 1 to 3E, and they were bred specifically to explore the vast ocean. But after the fall of Marischulk and the splintering of Shakinster, 5 major Naga bloodlines arose and 5 minor ones. Shakinster is known as the Queen of the Nagas, and she is one of the splinters of the multifaceted World Serpent, specifically its wisdom. So the World Serpent was one of the great deities pre-creation, really, and eventually as the Sharuk grew and evolved as a race, the World Serpent split and separated to conform to new beliefs coming up, even though the Suruk were mostly monotheistic.
Okay.
Specifically, Shakinster is the goddess of the Nagas and represents the multiplicity of being. And she does that through 5 different aspects. The first is the aspect seeker, and it appears as a childlike Naga and represents curiosity. Second is the empowerer, which appears as this beautiful water Naga and embodies mercy and kindness, but can be forceful when giving out its wisdom. The third is the preserver, which presents as a guardian Naga or a mother figure, and it protects the dead and any non-evil entities in peril. The fourth is the acquirer, which appears as a harsh-faced Naga, shrewd and covets wisdom. Fifth is a weaver, which is a spirit Naga crone and specifically destroys those unable to use their strength and wisdom, but not out of malice, but in the interest of making room for new creation.
All right. I'm really curious what harsh-faced Naga means, but
yeah, it's something else.
Yeah. All right.
So just a quick hit list of those 5 Naga. The first we have is the Dark Naga, first appearing in 2E. They're evil and sinister. Second is the Guardian Naga, first appearing in 1E. They're protectors, and they're probably what you think of when you think of a Naga. Second is the Iridescent Naga. The first image we have of it is from 3rd edition. Then there is the Spirit Naga, which is also, it's like the evil witch-looking Naga. And the last is the Water Naga, the original of the Naga. And I wasn't able to find an image, but I was able to find an artist concept drawing.
So as one might expect, they're basically just really big snakes, but their heads are disturbingly human.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty neat. The Witch Naga, or the Spirit Naga, yeah, it's really got like that raggedy head kind of hair and look.
Yeah, and there's a lot of similarities there that we'll go over in more detail in a second here.
Yeah, I really like the Spirit Naga one. There's something about that image grabs me. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of majestic.
Yeah.
That's my the 3E is my favorite rendition of, or the 2E is my favorite rendition of the Dark. So I love that image.
Yeah,
and then we have the 5 minor Nagas. So the first is the Bainlar or Bainlar Naga. Oh. Then we have the Bone Naga. Yeah, the Bainlar are pretty interesting.
The Bone Naga's hilarious.
Yeah, I love that 30 yard of it. Yeah,
it almost looks like it's a weird like millipede or something with the skull on top of it, just all backbone and ribs.
Yeah, the 5 art's much nicer.
Yeah.
There is the Bright Naga, which I guess I didn't get a picture of. And the Bright Naga are intelligent and very manipulative.
Oh, I see a picture. Oh, they're really hideous.
Yeah. Next up is the Ha Naga, which is 100 feet long, malevolent and arrogant, and its favorite pastime is toppling civilizations.
No big deal. All in a day's work.
And our last minor Naga is the Naga Hydra, which is exactly what you think. It's basically just a Hydra.
but with humanoid faces on it.
With humanoid faces,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh man! Wow, what a gnarly picture.
There's some amazing.
I love how all the heads are a different color and they all go into this one body, and then they all spread out in different tails as well.
Oh yeah, they definitely can. The Hydra Nagas are real weird.
Yeah, key creature. Just putting a humanoid face on a snake somehow is really unnerving by itself.
Yeah, fair enough. And then we'll go into a little bit more detail here. There's 10 of these, so I didn't want to go absolutely batshit crazy.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to cover here.
Yeah, and a lot of these don't exist in 5th edition. So to be clear, in one of our upcoming episodes, we'll go into a little more detail on the Guardian, the Spirit, and the Bone Naga. Those are the 3 that exist in 5. So, of the major bloodlines, we'll start at the top again. The Dark Naga. They're about 12 feet long and 300 pounds with dark scales, either blue or purple with black frills, and they tend to be more eel-like than snake. Their tail ends in a poisonous stinger, and it is filled with what's known as Naga poison, and I didn't find a whole lot else about that, so I assume it just only existed in 1 or 2 previous editions.
Okay.
And these are evil guys. They crave power and wealth, and they love to use their magic and ancient treasures. So if they find something old that looks valuable, that looks like it can hurt people, they'll use it.
Yeah.
Next in the list is the Guardian Naga. So these boys have changed quite a bit through the years. At first, it was just like a giant snake with a giant human head on it. And then in 3rd edition, it had like the torso of a human being, but like the hood of a cobra, and then the head of whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, that looks really weird. Looks like a really strange rendering of something.
Absolutely horrifying.
Yeah.
And they do what they say on the tin. They are guardians. They tend to guard secrets or ancient temples or powerful artifacts. And they range to maxing out about 20 feet or 500 pounds with green gold scales and a silver pattern on the frill. They have been said to have the scent of sweet flowers.
What?
Yep.
Oh, what's that whiff of honeysuckle I'm getting? Oh, it's the big Guardian Naga. That's 20 feet long and 500 pounds. Jesus.
Yeah, right. They're something else. They're mostly good and benevolent, and they're wise and intelligent. But they do range to not that, I guess is the best way to put it. There are some Guardian Nagas who will, how do I want to say this? Go out of their way to subjugate more primitive races.
Okay.
Specifically troglodytes, lizard folk, and the kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what it is. There's
right. Okay. They're good, except when they're not.
Yeah, they're fickle, I guess.
Yep. All right.
Yeah. Up next is the iridescent Naga. These are mostly peaceful, and they like to live in overgrown ruins. Their whole thing is like seeking new knowledge and magic and stuff like that. So they tend to seek those places out. They're between 10 and 20 feet long and 200 and 500 pounds. And their scales are shaped in a prism so that they actually shimmer.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Got a sweet little link there. That's what I imagine an iridescent Naga looks like. It's candy paint for the listeners. It's a Volkswagen. I think it's a hot hatch GTI in candy paint.
Yeah. Look silly.
Yes, it does.
It looks very.
And the iridescent Naga have hair on their head or feathers on their head instead of hair or frills. And they're very intelligent, independent, and good natures, but they do have a venom that can put you to sleep in their fangs. And if they feel like it, they can just start swaying in place and hypnotize.
Always comes with that iridescence.
Yeah.
It's like the flail snail.
Just like that Volkswagen GTI.
Can't keep my eyes away.
Yeah. I have it open. I just keep looking at it. I love that kind of paint. The next one on the list is the Spirit Naga. It is a woman's head and the serpent body with black scales and red ventricle bands. Specifically described as a hag's head, but, is what it is. They are about 15 feet long and 300 pounds, and they smell of carrion in order to match their horrifying visage.
Oh, lovely. Tree flowers or carrion? Your choice.
Right. Their favorite food is rotting flesh, which is also not ideal. And they are pretty good shapeshifters. So watch out for that. My favorite bit is their blood is acidic.
Oh.
And they're not outright evil, but they are pretty mean, and they can be enigmatic. And their whole deal is they try and look for lost magic items.
Okay.
They do like to be worshipped. Hag tendencies, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
And then our progenitor, the Water Naga, is between 10 and 20 feet, 200 and 500 pounds, with scales that range from emerald to turquoise, that has reflective patterns of greens and browns, presumably for underwater camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
And they are lined with frilled spines that stand on end when aroused or agitated.
Oh.
These water nagas are curious creatures with a neutral attitude toward life and can be bad-tempered, but are often just indifferent.
Banal. Like, oh, hi. I'm a water naga.
That feels right.
I can't believe you found me. I'm so well camouflaged.
They once tried to reverse the splitting of the Naga bloodlines, and this reverse resulted in the creation of the Naga Hydra.
So I tried an experiment once. That's funny. So that's why you have this like weird, different colored smattering of the Naga on the Naga Hydra. That's just
they just took
funny.
a bunch of other Nagas and tried to put them back together.
I just wanted the family to get back together again. I only had good intentions.
Make Nagas great again. Then we have a few minor Nagas here. The first one is the Banelar, and they have green tinted eyes with purple and green scales. I love this art for here.
Oh yeah, they are terrifying.
Yeah.
Get these weird like mustachy tendrily things on their face.
Yeah, so those tendrils are tentacles, and they can actually use magic items.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So here's a picture of one using a wand with its mouth beard.
That's so awesome. Yeah, they scare me the most. Ones.
Yeah, they're kind of crustacean-y. They're almost like
they are
like a horseshoe crab-esque.
Right? Yeah, totally. Weird.
And as I'm sure you can tell, they are cruel, aggressive, and arrogant, and they were specifically created to serve Bane, and obviously that's where Bane being the god of oppression and horror, I think. Terror and hate. So, yeah.
Yeah, they look real grumpy, too. Look real grumpy.
And then we have the Bone Naga. These ones are a little bit harder to pin down. So they are skeletal Nagas with cold light in place of eyes, and they are loyal to their creators, but hate being in servitude. And depending on what type of Naga they were made from, they retain their stinger or fangs and whatever limited magical ability they can. So we'll get more into that in the mechanics episode.
Yeah, Bone Nuggers, Dark Soul shit. That's just terrifying.
Yeah, they're horrible. The next one is the Bright Naga. They're these almost meek-looking Naga with white and gold scales and eyes that burn with a nearly hypnotic light. And they're about 15 feet long and about 500 pounds. When these ones get angry, their scales tinge red, so it's pretty clear when you're upsetting them. And they have no fangs, stinger, or real magic ability. They are something called a mock spellcaster. And this is the first time I've come across this term. And I think what it means is they can only cast one spell. So each Naga, or each Bright Naga only has the ability to use one spell, like Burning Hands or Lightning Bolt or something along those lines. Okay. Or at least that's how the article seemed to.
Right.
Because they're not proficient spellcasters, they tend to use traps to protect their lair because they're quote unquote weak. Though that one spell they know it very well and are adept at casting in both from a range and in melee combat. But because they're so limited in their magical ability, they are thought to be the result of a genetic flaw. I don't know who thinks that, but
just a little speculation there on the side. No big deal.
Yeah, with no citation whatsoever, but it makes a little bit of sense to me. Mm-hmm. The last one are probably my favorite Naga, the Ha Naga. These are the 100 feet long giant ass motherfuckers. They have no coloration, but they can change their scales to blend into their surroundings like a chameleon.
Right. Okay.
Or like we used to think chameleons work. I think it's probably more accurate.
Yeah.
And they are so powerful that their regular look just acts as mass charm.
Wow. That's they just look at everybody and boom, charmed.
Yep.
Wild.
Yeah, and they can fly because why the fuck not?
They're wingless though, right? They just
they're
fly?
Wingless. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Just float through the sky.
Big deal. Just attach flumps to the bottom of their their body.
Or a winged kobold or something. I just imagine this is what Shenron is from Dragon Ball Z. He's a Ha Naga.
Yeah.
And because they're so powerful, they're often worshipped by spirit Nagas as gods. And they were created by spirit and dark Nagas fucking around with ancient Saruk creation rituals. So these two major Nagas accidentally bred this big fuck off worm of a Naga that just decides to take down civilizations because it's bored.
And that's what you get for experimenting, kids. just don't.
Cautionary tale. Do not fuck with lizard folk creational magic.
There's your adventure hook.
Yeah,
so you're all meeting a tavern discussing fucking with lizard folk ancient ritual magic.
I mean, we might have something for you in our next segment here.
Yeah. Okay.
And the last of the minor bloodlines is the Naga Hydra.
The living joke.
Yeah, the living joke. So you cut one head off and it grows back unless it's hit with fire or acid.
Oh, yeah.
All 5 heads have venomous fangs. And of course, they have various scale patterns because they are out of an 80s cartoon show.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're about 20 feet long and 2,000 pounds.
Oh, jeez. Yep.
And they all have red and orange spikes down their back, but that is the only common visual trait. And the other common trait is that they are all fantastic sorcerers. So all Nagas technically are sorcerers.
Okay.
But the Naga Hydra, because it's 5 rolled into 1, are pretty fucking decent.
Crazy. I like to imagine Naga are intelligent, right? So the Naga Hydra. I like to imagine all the heads just like hate each other because they're all built up of different Nagas.
Yeah.
But 4 of them all have one thing in common, and they all equally hate Neil, the water Naga. Hey guys. Can we go swimming today?
There's a character in a podcast that I listen to called Welcome to Night Vale named Hiram McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a 7-headed dragon who goes on trial, and one of his heads turns state's witness. So they go to visit him, and the one head has like its own cell. It's got like a bed and stuff.
Oh man, that's so dumb. Oh,
it's real good. But those are the 5 major and 5 minor bloodlines. I think we're to assume that all of the minor bloodlines were created by the major bloodlines, either by accident or on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But it is unclear who created the Banelar, except that they're clearly worshippers of Bane, and why the Bright Naga exists. So,
fair enough. I think that's as good as time as any to perhaps crack a delicious black milk stout. Given we're doing a breaking up our normal structure here for the old sweet. That long list of, I mean, some of it's cool, but some of it's damn dumb.
Oh yeah, and it's bound to be, like most of this stuff we're looking at 1 through 5e.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's only the 3 Nagas in 5th edition, and I think there's only 3 or 4 in 4th edition, including the Hydra. So
yeah.
And God, I love that Banelar using the wand. Like that image is just so good.
It is really. It's like somehow should be dumb, but it's not. It's just kind of awesome.
Yeah, it's like the perfect amount of goofy. So they're mostly non-social creatures, and they have a flexibility in reproduction, so mates are not that important. Each Naga presents as a specific gender, but they're actually hermaphroditic.
Okay.
And they are able to reproduce with any other type of Naga, a subrace, or on its own if it's just fucking.
Huh.
They all seem to worship the world serpent prior to fragmentation, but after the fragmentation, most of them worship Chikinster or her son, Parafair, who is known as the Prince of Nagas or the Prince of Hidden Secrets, which is the most redundant and greatest title I think I've ever heard.
Prince of Hidden Secrets? I mean, yeah, I guess it really just emphasizes how much of an oxymoron open secret is.
Yeah. I mean, at least to me it does.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could take a secret, write it down in a piece of paper, and hide it, but that seems like a lot of steps just to be the Prince of Hidden Secrets.
He always takes one extra step.
Yeah.
The Prince of Hidden Secrets, his major downfall is he makes sure it's hidden, which means there's always evidence. There's always evidence. It's always written down. There's a record somewhere. It's always written down first and then hidden. Real bad at this job.
Security through obscurity, I guess.
Yeah.
The Prince of Hidden Secrets reminds you to rename all of your admin accounts from admin to something else.
Oh, Parafair.
The Dark Nagas tend to worship Sesenik, who's a demon lord worshipped by lizard folk specifically, known as the King of the Lizards, or the 6-armed Lizard King.
I just want to quickly point out, as I follow along, as you educate me on these things, this document is particularly riddled with hilarious spelling mistakes.
Oh yeah, real
but,
bad.
Like, they're all really obvious what it's supposed to be. Some of them are so good. And the one you just have right here is, instead of Dark Nagas, is Darn Nagas.
Yeah.
Oh, those
Actually,
darn Nagas.
I just didn't even bother to like. Sometimes I'll go back and deal with it.
Yeah.
I couldn't. That one made me laugh in my own notes. So I was like, no, this one's good.
It's a good one. Yeah, I had to point it out. It's good.
And the Banelar either worship Bane or Sirik, which I think is because Sirik at one point was kind of like a herald of Bane.
Mm.
So, yeah, that's their religion. Not crazy, not advanced or anything like that. And then we have the spirit Nagas. Again, we're going to go back to these horrifying, smelling of dead, acidic blood creatures because one slave race wasn't enough. They decided to create they decided to create a race of their own servitors called the Nagatha. As far as I can tell, these only existed in 3rd edition, and they are fucking horrifying.
Holy. Yep. Their head's nothing but a mouth. And those claws, holy.
Yeah. I don't really have an apt description for these things.
That's the stuff of nightmares. That honestly looks like a sci-fi monster, not a fantasy one.
Yeah, it really does.
Like some messed up alien hybrid.
Yeah, it's got these huge, beefy arms with these like scythe-like claws. Like I know it reminds me of something that I've seen before, but I cannot pin it down.
I feel the exact same way. I was like, I've seen this, but I haven't seen it. I don't know where, how, or why. Yeah, weird.
Yeah, it really pulls some.
I hope they were deadly. I hope they were very deadly.
They were very deadly. They weren't very smart.
Mm.
So these are specifically tortured and worm-like creatures, and they were bred to feel a constant emptiness and a painful emotional echo that can best be described as the sense that something important was lost forever. You can't remember what it was.
Oh, God. Wow. That's brutal.
Yeah. Just horrifying in every possible.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back around. The favorite food of the Naga is the flesh of humanoids, specifically orcs and humans, though they are known to eat elves and dwarves.
You'd think the writers would get really sick and tired of that trope. You know, it must be like, it's almost like it feels like it's an obligation at some point to say, oh, well, these creatures must have a favorite type of flesh. Like, why? Like, why do we have to go about their favorite food? I just want one of them to say, oh, these ones really, really love a good key lime pie. You know? It's just, I'm so utterly bored with that statement. It's killing me. It's so weird.
Their favorite food is balsam.
Oh, man. Yep. But okay.
And we have a few of the more famous Nagas here. Istizar is a Banelar who's specifically involved in the plot to tear apart the Weave of Magic, as featured in Cormyr Tearing of the Weave. And they were a very cunning and hate-filled Naga, as I'm tell by the fact that they wanted to destroy Vancian magic as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
The next is Calliope. They were a dark Naga, and they were a chief advisor to Priesteleth, a fire Gensai ruler of Ransar. Ransar is in the Lake of Steam in Faerun.
Mm-hmm.
She was a very ambitious and power-hungry Naga, and had a brood of young that Priesteleth grafted Wanti arms to for whatever.
Okay.
The next is Asp. They were a spirit Naga with a human-shaped torso as opposed to just a human head. And they were known to be very, very beautiful with pale skin and like these piercing blue eyes. And they could either shapeshift or they were so good at illusion it appeared that they could shapeshift.
Huh.
But as with all Nagas, there is a dark side. They like to torture and transmute animals into monstrosities.
Okay.
She felt that she was superior to humans in every possible way.
Well, we are the scum of the earth.
So I'm learning.
Sad laugh.
Yeah. And she appears in Red Magic, a novel by Gene Robb from the Harper series. And the last one we have is in relation to that 1T campaign that Freeman was spitting. Maharishi, also known as the Seer of Pokalith and Sage in All Matters Serpent. She has studied all about the Saruk and the 1T and is known as the authority. Visitors would camp out at her temple and write her letters and like give magic items they wanted identified, and then she would come down in the middle of the night, read the letters, decide what she was interested in, and if she liked what she saw, she would then appear.
Huh.
Yeah, real mystical. That is a huge info dump about Naga.
And the Naga D&D lore.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, they're reasonably interesting, I guess. But you're right. You said they were kind of complicated, but also simple at the same time. They're just like broken down into so many different little categories. They all just have reasonably basic character attributes to them. You know, different lengths and weights, and evil or good, and yeah. I mean, I like them.
Yeah. So one of the things I learned doing this research is that it says good, but there's not really any evidence of a good Naga out there.
Not a lot to back it up. Yeah.
No, and it was actually really bothering me. So when I was looking through those more famous Nagas, I spent a lot of time looking for one that was, even neutral, much less good or lawful good. And I couldn't. I found one neutral, and that was the last one we went over there, Maharishi. And that was it.
To me, it reminds me of Maharaja, so I don't know how to say it. Maharishi is what I would have done with, which might be appropriate.
Yeah, sure.
These, spoiler alert. These creatures are very much from Southeast Asian culture,
right? Which we will touch on in the next episode.
Indubitably.
So like Freeman said at the top, we're going to split this one into a few different parts. And if you've listened to any of our other non-official, official character suites, we tend to split them up however the fuck we want. And this episode has been D&D lore. The next one will be cultural lore, followed by mechanics. And then we have a little surprise for you
Special
at the end of the month to cap things off. Gary Gygax himself joining us remotely
from the other side. Tune in week 4 of Nagust for James and Freeman's first seance.
Well, if you like that episode, sure, thank you, I guess.
And if you didn't, it's really hot here. We're low energy. We don't care enough.
You can find us on patreon.com/encounterpod. $5 a month will get you a handwritten thank you letter and access to our show notes where you can see all those wonderful spelling mistakes. And I've started adding like these little Easter egg hot links to the docs just for fun. It's something I do with one of my other jobs, so anybody who goes through the docs, I'm trying to make it a little more interesting for them. And for $10 a month, you can suggest a creature. Maybe you want to hear about the 1T because we just keep putting it off. For $10 a month, you could make us do that, and we would in a relatively timely manner.
Yep.
If you want to see any of these images we talked about, the horrifying Nagatha or the dope looking Banelar with the wand that still makes me giggle, you can find them on any of our socials, Twitter and Facebook at EncounterPod or Instagram at encounter.pod. If you want to check out the backlog of some of our episodes, like the Kodal, where we talked more about the serpents and the serpent deity, you can find that and all of our previous shows on encounterthis.ca. And if you're listening somewhere where you can, you feel like it, rate and review really does help. I know every show says it, but that's because it does help. Specifically on Apple and Spotify, but they're there. But most importantly, thank you so much for listening to Part 1, Nagust. And we will see you next week for Part 2, because that's how we do sweets. They all got to fit in the month of the name.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the pun's no good.
Yeah, Neil the Water Naga says, thanks for tuning in. Music for the intro expositions was composed by Will Savino at Music D20 and Borough Bound.